Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and a really intriguing empty grid puzzle today, by which I mean one with no given digits in. We will have a look at that in a minute. I do want to mention that on Patreon, loads of stuff. We've got the solution videos to 3 times a Sudoku, so you could still play those puzzles or look at the solution video now if you're a Patreon. $3 patrons get to see the videos. That's how it works with the reward videos. But since then, we have posted a hunt for which there won't be reward videos because they weren't the monthly one. Quinlux's rather incredible build your own Sudoku, and well done to the people who are getting answers into that already. That is a piece of work. I mean, it's a brilliant construction, but it's tough to solve. Now, talking of tough to solve, Simon has posted a cryptic crossword video today, sort of a teaching video on how to solve cryptic crosswords, a puzzle by Dave Gorman, the comedian who has become a cryptic crossword compiler since lockdown, and that's on the main channel. Anybody can watch that. We do like to keep some crossword content coming, and within the next week, my extremely hard times monthly club special video will be out on Patreon as well. So loads going on as always. Check out our apps, they're on the links under the video, and of course all the other things that you can find there, the Discord server, the catalogue, Sven's SUDOKU PAD, etc. So this puzzle has come in from Malrog. I think it's a debut for Malrog, but happy birthday, Malrog. It is your 42nd birthday, I believe, so you are about to discover the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Simon would exhort you to eat a lot of cake. That's his main takeaway from a birthday celebration, it's clear. I'm not sure if Malrog sounds a bit like a Tolkien name, but I dare say it's just a construction from I don't know, could be from the letters of the compiler's name, I don't know. But anyway, this puzzle is really interesting. It combines 2 rules, a bit like the 3 times a Sudoku. It's using the same lines for the rules as well. So normal Sudoku rules apply. Lines act both as arrows, so that numbers on a line, including the blue circle, sum to the number in the orange circle. So that plus that equals that. So the orange circle is the kind of arrow circle, and the blue circle is the tip. But lines also act as between lines. So any number on a line is between the numbers in the connected circles. So that number must be numerically or arithmetically in between those 2. So, for instance, let's just fill in a possibility. That could be 6, that could be 1, and that could be 5. And then that obeys both constraints. The 2 on the arrow add up to the number in the orange circle, and that is between the 1 and the 6. So, really interesting tying together of 2 constraints. Somehow we get a grid with this sort of 7-legged insect or arthropod in the middle. And I don't know, I'm fascinated to know how this is going to work. I've slightly recast it. The way Malrog sent it involved actual arrows in circles, and it was a bit hard to see. So I hope this is an understandable format. I particularly hope I'm able to understand it, because I'm going to start now. You can play it on the link below the video, but I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. And, well, I reckon this is a 1, but I should find a way of proving that. I feel it has to be a 1 to let these arrows particularly breathe. Yes, that's right. If this wasn't a 1, if this was a 2, yeah, I'll just show you. If that was a 2, these would all have to be at least 3, and then this circle would be adding up to 11 or more. So that's nonsense. So that is a 1. Ooh, even if they were all 2s, this would already be a 7. So they've got to be from 2. If they were all 2s, there would only be 2 degrees of freedom, because that could be a 9, so you could add up to 2 along here. But yeah, I mean, that's how it works, I think. So those must be, sorry, I'm trying to type 2, 3, and 4. Doesn't do anything to that. Now, I don't think I'm taking full advantage of those two horns on the dilemma. What do they actually add up to? Right, yes, okay, I'm just working out, because these are in the same rows as each other, the minimum values for those cells are 2 and 3 in each row. So that's 5 in each row, 15 in total, plus 1 is 16. So these have to be at least 9 and 7. One of them must be a 9. And now I've lost a degree of freedom somewhere. If they have to add up to 16 but could add up to 17, then these can't have... Oh, there could be 1, 4. Is that right? 1... Oh no, hang on, I'm not understanding this at all. Because if that was a 1, if this was a 7, these would all be 2s. Then these would all have to be 3s, and that would add up to too many. That would add up to 10. So 7 doesn't seem possible after all. What am I doing wrong? 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 is 15. Oh, we have to add the 1 twice, because it's in this arrow and in this arrow. So to get to the total of these two, we have to add all of these and double count the 1. So there is no degree of freedom at all. I was talking absolute tripe. Those are 2, 3. Now they add up to 16. Add another 1 to count the 1 twice, 17. And these are a 9, 8 pair. That must be right. Okay, I've finally understood that. And then we're not going to get one of these being 2, 2, 2, which is why the other one can't be 3, 3, 3. So one of them is going to be a 2, 2, 3, and the other is going to be a 3, 3, 2. Now we've got a 2, 3 pair in the central, but in fact we've got lots of 2, 3 pairs in the rows. Ah, that's interesting for this, isn't it? This one, oh no, yes, this is right. This tip here can't be a 1 because of that. Yes, it's interesting that's the only tip this one is actually looking directly at. This can't be a 1 anymore, and now we've discovered it can't be a 2 or a 3 because of that pair. So that is going to have to be a 4 to allow the number on the line to be between it and the total, and then the total is 9. And now we know where 8 and 9 are. And that does not help. Oh, it gives me an 8 here. It doesn't help me work out, because 2 of these are 2s and 1's a 3. Okay, what's this? This is 5, 6, or 7. It can't be an 8 because we've put that 8 in there. So this is 6, 7, or 8. Now, oh, of course, where does 9 go in the central box? Why didn't I look at that earlier? It can't go in any of those cells. So it's there. That is 4, 6, or 7. These are from 4, 5, 6, or 7. Hang on, though. This can't be a 5, so that's not a 4. 6, 7, or 8 there. I'm really treating these as arrows, and just arrows where you know the minimum digit is in the circle, I suppose. Now, what's going on here? Does this have to be 2? Oh, this can't be a 7. Yes, it could be a 7. That could be another 1. This can't be a 7 because that can't be a 9. That's interesting. This is going to have to be small. Well, 2 or 3. If this was as much as a 4, then you'd have to have a minimum 4 and 1 there. That would be 9, and that's too much because this can't be a 9 anymore. So that is 2 or 3. Now I'm getting all sorts of 2, 3s. I wonder if I can prove that this is 2 or 3. At the moment, I feel like it could be a 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9. But the minimum, though, is 1, 4. Oh, this can be a 1, of course. So 6 is the minimum. That's not as helpful as if it was higher. This cell's quite interesting. It sees all of these, and they must include a 3 and a 2. Oh, look, and we've got 1, 2, 3 looking at this. Oh, but this isn't the tip. It would be more helpful if that was the tip, and it's not. Okay, well, let's start here, because this can't be an 8. It can't be a 9 because it's on a between line. It can't be 1, 2, or 3. So that is 4, 5, 6, or 7. This, suppose it could still be up to 4. 4 plus 5 equals 9. That's annoyingly not very conclusive. 4, 5, 6, 7, or even 8 there. What am I missing about 2s and 3s? I was quite pleased to, actually it applies to, no, it's just this cell that sees all those 3, isn't it? And this one sees all of the ones on this arrow. Oh, I thought I'd be able to use that a bit more. This is at least 7, that's the minimum, so that's 7 or 8. Oh, 4 can't be there or there. So 4 is definitely in one of these two cells in the central box. So these can't be 4s. Don't quite know what that proves. Okay, this is something I hadn't thought of. 8 uses 2 2s. On its line. Therefore, oh, well, 9, okay, actually, what cells in this box can be a 2? That's what I'm thinking about now. These can't because they're in a row with 2, 3. There's also a row with 2, 3 there. So none of these can be a 2. And these two, no, this one can't be a 2 because it sees 2 of the cells on the line, at least one of which must be a 2. So, of course, 2 can be here, but it can now only be in those other cells. The same must be true for 3 over here. It must be in one of those, but I don't think that actually helps much because 9 is using 3 twice on its line and 2 only once. Wow, I'm not really getting very far here, sorry. Is some other number restricted here? 6, 7, or 8 there. Now this is a bit unlikely to be a 2. It can't, no, sorry, well, it can't be a 6, that's what I mean. Because that would require, oh no, hang on, I've made a mistake here. I've said this is 2 or 3. Why can't it be 1? Oh, I'm gonna go back and unwind to where I made that deduction because I don't want to have based anything on that. Sorry about this. Look, it can be a 1. So 1, 2, or 3 there. This is still low, but now it can be as low as 6. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4. And this is 6, 7, or 9. Oh, it's nearly a triple still, isn't it? But not quite. If I could establish that this wasn't a 9, I don't see a way of doing that particularly. Oh, 9 in this box. Right, 9 can't be in those cells. It can be here, but it can't be here or here. So 9's in one of those two. 9 over here can't be in those or that. That's not as helpful. Well, now there's still the issue of 4 being in one of those cells, definitely in the middle box. So this can't be a 4, must be 1, 2, or 3. Now in one case in row 4, 1 is going to be either there or there. And these can't, in fact they can't be 1, 2, or 3. Yes, this was the pencil marking I was doing earlier. I reckon that can still be 4, 5, 6, or 7. This can be 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. These have to be at least 5. That's not really. informative. I don't know how to get into these other boxes. Oh, is it true? Can that be a 7 still? If that was a 7, this would be a 5-6 pair, and that would definitely be 4. Can't see the reason that doesn't work. 8's quite constrained. It can't be in those cells. I don't know though. Oh, I'm really struggling around here now. Come on, Mark, think about this. What about this? Was there some subconscious reason? I didn't think that could be 1. Yes, it's not subconscious. It's on a between line. I think I worked that out at the time. Ah, so daft. Okay, right. So that can't be 6. This can't be 7 anymore. That's important. This can't be 6. Okay, now we're moving on a bit. Now, the only way for this not to be in a 7, 8, 9 triple is if it's 6. That would put 5 here. That would definitely put 7 here. Oh, come on, come on. So, well, have I forgotten something else about the between line? I don't think I have. These were the only places I was forgetting what was going. Oh, let's add up the totals of these again, just like I did for the other pincers on the arachnid. Right. These are a minimum 9. These are a minimum 5. That's 14. Count that twice. We're up to 16. So these two cells have to add up to at least 16. So they need a 9, and that has just become a 9. Now, with a 4 or 6 there, this is either 2 or 4. It's even to make that sum work. If this was a 7, that's beautiful. This doesn't work to be a 7 because you'd get 2, 4, 6, 2, and that's 2 2s in the row. So that's not a 7. That's an 8. This can't be a 6. This can't be an 8 now. That's not a 7. Now we've got a 4, 5, 6 triple. Not a total chocolate teapot because it tells us that's a 7 and we get an 8 up there. One of these two is an 8. Oh, 9. Oh yeah, we've fixed 9 now in this box. 9's in the circle. So that can't be a 1 anymore. It's 2 or 3. Yet again 2 or 3, and that's 6 or 7. What about this? This can't be 9 anymore, and this can't be 8. I'm less sure what that does here. Yeah, I don't quite know. Oh no, this can't be 8. 8 is fixed in the circle. I don't know why I didn't spot that. Right, so 8's in the circle. This can't be 4. I think that can still be 1, 2, or 3. Now, I've got yet another 2 or 3. I'm going to start colouring these. I've been thinking about it for a while. Let's give it a go. Blue there, yellow there. That one becomes blue because it's in the same row as yellow. That becomes yellow. Is that all I can do? Ooh. No, it's all weird, isn't it? Because if yellow was 3, those would both have to be blue. But that doesn't apply if yellow is 2. It's easier for yellow to be 2 because the 8 needs 2 on it, but then this becomes 4. Oh, this is an interesting puzzle. It's so strange. Right, 9 in the top row is in one of those cells, and 8 is in one of those two. No. I was wondering if that meant this isn't a 1, but that's absolute nonsense. Now, we do have a 2, 3 pair in this column. So that's probably going to be a 1 now. If it wasn't, this would be 4, 5, 9. It would get a 6, 7 pair. That's quite interesting. Now, well, I'm sure something else has popped out. Oh, look, one of these two is a 4. How about this row? We've got 1, 6, and 7 still to place, and that one can't be a 7. Yeah, I didn't get as far as I thought I was going to with the 2, 3 colouring. I'm going to leave it for now, just in case. Now, 4, 5, 6, so we've got a 9. Ah, 9 in this row is there. Can I do 8 in this row? Yes, it's there. So these are from 1, 2, 3, and 7. Oh, that one can't be 2 or 3 because it's in a box with a 2, 3 pair. So that's 1 or 7. 8, 9, 7. 2, 3. These are from 1, 4, 5, 6. I'm not ashamed to do some pencil marking. These are from 4, 5, 6, 7 in the row. Where are we meant to be looking next? Or are we meant to have been resolving these? I just don't know. I don't know. Now, this circle can't be 9 or 8. Ah, okay. So the most it can be is 7. And that means the most this can be is a 3 now. 1, 2, 3 there. I suppose this could be 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And this, anything from 3 to 7. That feels interesting about ones in some way, but I don't know. 1 in this box is in one of those. And then now, if that was a 1, this would be a 7. That would be a 6. Oh, I tell you what, if this was a 2, this wouldn't work. And that's interesting. If that was a 2, that would be a 6. That would make this a 7, and this would have to be another 2 in row 6. So that's not a 2. This is not a 2, 3 pair this time. That's 1 or 3. I mean, it doesn't seem to help, but it is interesting. So this 1, 2, 3, 7 set, they're not quite telling me everything, are they? Now, again, if that's a 1, that's a 7, that's a 6, that's a 3, then that's a 7, and then that's a 2. So if that's a 1, that's a 2. If that's a 3, that's a 2. If that's a 2, by the way, then the 2, 3, 3 goes like that with 3s in those positions. Okay, if this is a 3, that's a 5. Oh, that's much less helpful. It doesn't affect that cell. Ah, but if it's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 7, that's a 5. Oh, there's some relation between these two cells. So strange. Oh, look, one of these is a 6 now. So nothing else in the column can be a 6. 1, 9, 4, 5, 8. That's 2, 3, or 7. 6, 1, 9, 4. I don't think it actually helps, annoyingly. One of those being a 6. 6, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. Sorry if you can see the way through this and I just can't. Well, I apologize. if this is a 1, then this is quite... If this is not a 1, because it can't be 2, 3, then we get a 4 here. 5 must be there and a 9 here. Now, this can't be 8. Oh, this would force a lot. 4, 5, 9, 6, 3. 7, 6. I mean, this is just looking ahead of too many steps now. Either 4, 4 or 6, 2 there, allowing one of those to be a 2 or a 4. Okay, come on. Got to find something else that I have not been looking at. 8 is in one of those two. Oh, 8 is definitely here. 8, 8. Yes, that's an 8. One of those two's an 8. That's something I hadn't been looking at. 9 is in one of those two in box 9. It's not that helpful. I mean, it's probably in the circle, isn't it? Although then we know that that's a 6. Seven, 6. Ah, I can't quite see anything here. It's such an interesting puzzle. Should I have kept going with the blue and yellow stuff in the 2, 3s? Maybe I just need to think about it a bit more. If this is the 3, then those are both 2s. But if that's... Ah, then that's a 3. Yes, if that's a 3, that's a 3. Now that becomes a 1. So if that's a 3, that becomes a 3. And that is that. It doesn't do anything. You get a 1. Oh, you get a 1 here, so that becomes a 7. So if that's a 3, 3, 6, 7. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. If that's a 3, then that's the 2. Then you get 7 here and 1 here. No, I don't know what it means. There must be some small chain that disambiguates this. I will find something. But how? How am I going to find something? Come on, think about it. Okay, I've just noticed if that's a 1. Oh no, I was going to say that these can't both be even. They wouldn't be, but they wouldn't have to be, so it's not an issue. Sorry, I'm getting confused. If that was a 2, that would be a 4. These would both be odd then. Oh, maybe if that was a 2, that would put a pressure on things, wouldn't it? Because then yellow would be the 3 on the 8. Oh, that's interesting. So then all of these would be 2s. Yellow would be 3, so that would be a 2. Get a lot of the 2s filled in then. But it does look possible again. 6, 5, 4. 7, 1, that would be a 3, that would be a 5. I think the difficulty comes with that being a 1. If that's a 1, That's a 7. 6 there and 3 there. So if that's a 1, that's a 2. I just can't quite see it. I'm sure there's something going on here. I think I've almost seen it as well. Is it to do with the 9s? They're just less pressured though. If that was a 2... Oh, well that's... Oh my goodness. There you go. If this was a 2, where would you put 2 in this box? Can't be there, and it couldn't be on the line because that would need 2 3s. So that's not a 2. There we go. It was quite simple in a way. 3, 2 there. Now, to be fair, that doesn't fix everything because we've still got a 2 3 pair on this line. But at least we can colour then. So that one becomes blue. So I don't know what colour the actual 2 and 3 I've put in are, but I know I need a pair on each of those lines. Anyway, 3 sees that cell, so that can't be a 3 anymore. So now 3 is in definitely one of those two, which I think we knew all along. The colouring didn't help any. That's one of these is yellow, but it depends if it's a 2 or a 3. So strange. So I got that and it didn't do anything. That's so depressing. Okay, this can't be a 2, so this can't be a 3. Is that the most I can achieve? Oh my goodness, I'm so galled by that, frankly. Right, let's keep thinking then along this line, which looks a bit more profitable than the other one. So if blue is 3, then that's a 1. And that's a 2. We've got a 1 2 pair there, and that's the 7. Get a 6 there. It's fine. It doesn't break in any way. Is there somewhere that yellow and blue are both seeing that I haven't noticed? That can't be 2 3. I don't think there is. What about this? If I could stop that being 2 or 3, that would be interesting. If that was yellow, it doesn't really resolve anything, I'm afraid. Okay, I'm just going to have to find something more now. That's so frustrating. I was so pleased with that 3. I thought that was going to get us going properly again, and it absolutely didn't. Right, I need to think again. Sorry. Come on. Cold towel time. 9s and 8s. We've got a lot of them written in. Just a few left. One of those is a 9. That's really not interesting. 9 in the circle. Yeah, 9 in the circle. Since this can't be 8, it has to be 6. What happens then? 9 in the circle. 6. Oh, I'll tell you what happens. Oh my goodness, how have I not noticed this? Right, I was wondering, does this have to be 1? Because it can't be 2 or 3. If not 1, it's a 4. That puts a 5 here, and that's what I didn't keep remembering. So I'll just show you this. If you put a 4 here, you'd get a 5 here. It's not going to work. You get a 9 there. This has to be 6. Because it can't be 8. That's a 3, and look, you get a clashing 5 there. So actually that is quite a simple chain. And it means this can't be as much as a 4, it can't be more, so it is a 1. And I dare say that's not going to boost me forward, but that stops this being a 1. Now this has to be at least 5. This can't be a 6. Things are getting narrowed down. Look, that's yellow because it's 2 or 3 and it's not blue. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I didn't. Okay, those two can't be the same. Surprise, surprise. Absolute knowledge bomb there. You can't have two of the same digit in a box. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because it means this can't be a 1, because both of those would add to the same total along the lines, and you'd need the same digits there and there if that was a 1. So that's a 3. Now that is a 5, and that's definitely not a 5. Things are getting a little bit freer. That 3 has given us all the blues and yellows that we've got. All the blues are now 2, the yellows are now 3, the 8s and 9s up here, they all work. I'm going to keep on colouring for fun. I've achieved the goal of the colouring, so it's probably pointless, but it tells me that one of those two is a 3. 2, I don't know so much about 2. This can't be a 3 anymore, so that's not 6. This is, in fact, there is only one way of doing this. This is 3 plus 4 equals 7 now. Aha! And that has made this into a 2, which I could have worked. No, maybe not. This 3 gave me the 4, 5, 6 triple, and I didn't spot it. Anyway, there we go. Let's keep colouring. Keep colouring. This is now a 6. That's 1 or 5 by Sudoku. In fact, 9, 2, 8, 4, 3, 7. We've got 1, 5, and 6 to go. I'm feeling a bit fatigued with the puzzle, but it's very clever, and I really do want to keep going. 3, 3, 3 up there. One of those two is now a 3. That can't be a 2. It's 1 or 7. I would have thought 1s were going to be a number that was going to really help in this puzzle, and they didn't much. They haven't much. Maybe they will. So I've been meaning to look at this for a while. Right, this is 1, 4, or 5. Can't be 7. It can't be 1, actually. We've got a 1. And it can't be 5, because that would make an 8. So that's a 4. That's a 7. That's a 6. We get 9. Oh, we are flying. 2 and 5. That's not a 5. In fact, this is a 5. And box 7 is fully done, like box 9. Okay, let's just stop for some colour. This is now a 2, 4, 8 triple. We can put in 4 here and a 2, 8 pair. This is a 1, 3, 9 triple. We can put in the 3 in the middle, which sees 1 and 9, flanked by a 1, 9 pair. This is a 5, 7 pair that can be written in. This can't be 3 anymore, and in fact the 3 in this box is now fixed. 2, 7 and 8 in the column. That's 1 or 9 in that column. Oh, that's become a 7. That is just simple arithmetic. That fixes the 1 and the 7 in the row below. These can't have a 1 in. In fact, that now has to be a 6 to finish the column. 4 there, 5 there finishes the box. We get a 6 here. We can do 4 and 1 here, finish the row. Oh, yes, that's become a 6. So this row's done as well. What a puzzle. That is absolutely fabulous. Love it all the way through. Now, this arrow, I'd thought that was going to be helpful early on. It's obviously the disambiguator at the end, or certainly the way I've done the puzzle. So let's see what it can be. Now 9 and 1 have got finished. So we've got 2 or 6 here, 2, 6 or 8 here. So what works here? 2 plus 4 equals 6. Nothing else will do it. That is the right answer. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 7 there, 2, 5. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's a 9. 5, 1, 6, 4, and down to the bottom, 2 and 8. What a... Oh, let me just colour before I finish off. A few more blues and a couple more yellows. And there we go. And now we put in the 8 and we're done. What an excellent puzzle. That really is interesting, Malrog. Thank you for sending that. I enjoyed that all the way through. That is a tougher solve than I've done in a while on the channel. Well done if you got through that. You may well have got through it more handily than me, but those chains were absolutely fascinating. And I loved that final revelation that those two couldn't be the same, so that couldn't be a 1 anymore. Maybe that was no, that was only available once I got that as a 1. and that took me a long time, though it shouldn't have, because that clash between fives was available. Wow, that's really good. Loved it. Thank you for watching, as always, on the channel. Really a pleasure to bring stuff like this to you, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.